All right, my name is Mia Chung, and I am teaching playwriting this semester at Mount Holyoke. This short play festival is a project of the class. A big thank you to Mount Holyoke and Hampshire College and Smith. The participants have come from all of those schools. Many thanks to Project Theater, especially Katya Cunha, Aaron Murphy, and Sam Myron, for the rehearsal and performance spaces, spreading the word about this event, helping us connect with some of these directors and actors, and being the bastion of student-run theater at Mount Holyoke. That should, yay, yes, please. Okay, so I'm going to tell you quickly how tonight's going to go. Every director will let you know their name and which play that they've directed. And we're going to go straight through, no intermission. Please stay for them all. They're only 10 minutes each, and they're little bundles of delight. After the final piece, we'll be introducing the casts and the playwrights, and afterwards we have a reception for everyone, so please stay for that. Okay. Oh, final thing, the directors will understand. I am sitting here, not there, with the mic.
Okay, fine, I get it. Just... No, this happens every time. You come with me, but then complain the entire time. Why do you even bother?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know.
Just...
Okay, get out.
Just later. We'll talk about it later. Just let's not bother people.
No, I'm serious. I don't care what they're thinking. You clearly don't want to be here, so leave.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Shit. Sorry. Hello?
Jess, is that Bradley just left?
What's going on? Well, I don't know. I'll talk to you later. I feel like everyone's staring at me.
Where are you sitting?
Middle of the back right, 6 or 7 rows down, about.
You're right, or am I right?
Which way are you facing?
I'm turned around, I'm looking towards the back.
My right, your left.
I see you. You see me?
The whole theater sees you.
Fuck! Roy! Where you at, man?
Shit. It's Brad.
Brad?
Roy's friend.
Roy! Roy, where you at?
Hello?
Hey. It's Brad. Have you seen Roy?
What the fuck, Brad? Why haven't you returned my call?
Yeah, look, not now.
Oh, so I'm only inquiring when you need something?
I didn't mean...
You have treated me like complete shit. Why the hell are you calling me?
Look, just come up here and we'll go outside and talk.
I am not going anywhere. Come down here and apologize to my face.
Who are you? I'm not going anywhere. Everyone will see us.
You're right. Everyone will see us.
Oh shit.
Okay, fine.
Everyone will see what a complete jackass you are.
So? Are you really gonna make me do this now?
Yes.
I don't even know what I'm apologizing for. What do you want?
Hello?
Who said that? Jesus, can we get some light in here? I can't see anything. Jessica, is that you? Oh, no. You have to come down here. I didn't.
You and Roy are exactly the same. You're both assholes. You know Roy? Yeah, I'm his girlfriend.
Never mentioned your girlfriend.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? He never mentioned me?
God, all you foxes are the same. You think the world revolves around you. No, he never mentioned you. He didn't ever mention someone named Cassandra. Apparently she's got great...
What the fuck? Just look, it's not what you think.
Wait, you're Cassandra?
Do you two even know each other?
She was like on her phone. I saw her staring at me.
Yeah, that's because she was on the phone with me, her best friend.
Brad, are you gonna apologize or not? I might let you wait for you like more.
Jess, I meant to tell you sooner. I can't believe this. First Roy, and then you. What about me? Oh, God. Here we go. I repeat. What about me? Hello? You guys deaf? They're buzzing in your ears? What the hell is going on?
Fuck you, Brad.
Hey, baby, I'm sorry about what I said earlier. I do want to be here. I was weird. Get off of me. I hope you and Roy are really fucking happy together. I hope it was worth it. Cash, baby. I didn't mean for this to happen. Fuck off.
The hell, chap?
I was about to ask you the same question, dude.
So, what do we do now?
I have no idea.
God, I hate drama.
Sorry about that delay, folks. I'm really sorry to tell you this, but it appears our cast is emotionally unable to put on a play for you all tonight. We have some personal problems with the cast, and the lead actress isn't able to perform. I'm really sorry about this. I know you took time out of your day to come here. We'll refund you your tickets all on the way out. Again, I'm really sorry.
Hello guys, my name is Maya Wigerup. I directed that play by Lauren Sod called Drama Offstage.
Hi guys, I'm Naomi Rodri, and I directed Underfoot, written by Katya Cunha, Mount Holyoke's greatest playwright.
Here is the promise of a long walk to an apartment with an out-of-order elevator. By the top of the stairs, you will be breathing hard. If you aren't, you are not exhibiting the proper levels of anticipation. Regarding anticipation, the door to an apartment swings wide. Stark yellow light floods the landing. It is meant to stay open. Fuck the neighbors. Folk music blasts suddenly from inside the room. The stairwell is eerily quiet. It's as if no one is home, as if the building is abandoned. But this is not the aftermath of an apocalypse, and the building is not in disrepair. There's nothing to wait for, but he is waiting for something. Like all repetitive sounds played for a long time, the folk music becomes a background. It's like it isn't even there. Orange light emanates from the lobby of the building. The man listens intently for the sound of a slamming door. When it comes, it's quiet. Not quiet enough that the man doesn't hear it. Down, down, down. Someone crosses the lobby. No one sees her. She prepares for the ascent. The moment her heel hits the first step, the music throbs out. There is nothing but the liquid sound of the upstairs man's heartbeat. And then everything is overpowering. The music is back in full force as folk music can be. A buzzing begins, dead noise, the kind the radio stations avoid. If you think everything's going too slow, it should be going slower.
Wrong pocket. Fix it. Did I say you could turn around?
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. Just do it right this time. Better. Did you wait long?
Eternity.
Have you lost interest?
Never.
Good.
The woman slams the door behind her. He won't last much longer. He does not look at the door. To do so would be to break all of the rules. And the rules are there for a reason. Without the rules, there is no light spilling from beneath the door. There are no high heels climbing endless flights of stairs. There is no heat inside his chest. Without the rules, he is left trapped inside his tower. The fall of man replicates its DNA unfathomable years later, leagues from any sad excuse for a garden. We cannot hear his lungs scraping on the bars of their cage. With the impending plague creeps into his eyes, we've all hit rock bottom. The door opens. The yellow light spills over the landing like curdled milk oozing down the drain on a morning he's left too late for work. I made dinner. Will you eat with me? It is not actually a question.
Please.
Please what? Words fail him.
Look at me.
That he can do. There is no thought involved in looking. Not this time.
Where have you gone?
She's on my mind.
That won't do.
Sorry.
Are your feet asleep?
There has never been such devotion streaming from his eyes. Not even before. And though she has seen countless interpretations of constancy, his is unique. He cannot feel her. His eyes are outside his apartment, under the ground, 100% space cadet who didn't pass the emotional capability test. It won't do. It won't do at all.
The rules are, you are present in the moment, or I am not.
Threatening absence always brings him back. An image, bright and conspicuous as a red fox on new fallen snow, haunts him.
Hands on the table.
Thank you.
If you leave again, we're done.
Someone else left once.
Please rescue me.
They exchanged cutlery.
You are released.
Breathe. I didn't think about the future today.
I said you are released.
I haven't been scared of the mortgage or the taxes since you left last night.
She puts down her cutlery.
You know, that's not the problem.
He folds his napkin.
How was your day?
The intern brought 4 coffees instead of 6. He's trying to kiss up to some of us, but not all of us. I mean, get this. He brings them with milk and excess sugar already stirred in. No fucking thank you. That's what I have to say about that. He said he had them do latte art on the tops of all of them, little hearts to prove how devoted he is to all of us. It's bullshit, that's what it is. Not every woman wants to look at an anatomically incorrect heart when she goes to chug her caffeine.
You never touch my ribs anymore.
That's what you wanted.
When she was pressing my ribs, she's not pressing my ribs anymore.
She folds her napkin.
You went back to your tower.
You weren't very effective at releasing me.
There will be consequences for speaking to me like that.
You never enforce them.
You begged me not to.
Do I? And do you listen?
You say life is too painful already.
Bullshit. When have I ever said that?
After.
After? After? That's what you're going to talk about?
Are you challenging me?
I'm not being obtuse, am I?
Fine. Sit.
I'm not a dog.
Then don't act like one.
Maybe we should flip the tables. I've never been very obedient for you.
We play by the rules and we don't play at all.
It is dust swirling through the air, quiet. Sunlight disappearing behind clouds, silent. Man in the Mariana Trench, mute. A fire in him is quenched. Elsewhere, another roasts chestnuts. They burn, char, fall.
You said you'd give me a future.
I am.
You like the here and the now, the moment. This is my moment. My moment with her fingers on my antihelix, whispering how it was. How was it? This reality isn't palpable for me anymore.
She is unperturbed. Her throne suffers no Burnham wood come to Dunsoning. She places a tape recorder on the table and sits. This apartment is hers. He is here because she wishes it. He will do as asked, or they will no longer share space and time.
You will eat with me.
There is no food on the table. Just cutlery, just napkins.
What are we having?
Pizza. It's like he's never heard of pizza before.
Pizza?
She allows the tape recorder to speak in her place. Her voice, badly disguised as a child's chants, "Pista, Daddy, pista." He picks up his cutlery.
Thank you. Thank you.
He rests his hand on his stomach. She stands over him, cutting his pizza that isn't there.
Of course. I'll see you tomorrow. Be good.
She shuts the door. The folk music creeps back in full force. Cutting through are her heels clicking down the stairs and the tape recording. The scraping of cutlery on plate as he cuts his pizza into manageable sizes becomes unbearable. His pain becomes unbearable. The lobby door, far, far below, slams unbearably.
Hi, I'm Hao Bai. I directed The Village, written by Courtney Kaufman. Enjoy.
Yes. The way her hair flows in the breeze, the way her smile lights up an entire room. I'm in love.
You're unbelievable.
Don't you believe in love, Ange?
Not even a little bit. Except when I see beautiful sandwiches. Nothing is better than a well-made sandwich.
Love is better than any food.
You've clearly never had a pastrami on rye.
Cheery walked by and I looked at her, but I couldn't say anything.
Creepy. I mean, figures.
What do you mean, figures?
You've never spoken to a woman before, Jeffrey. It's no surprise that you were at a loss for words the first time one tried to talk to you.
I speak to my mother.
But she's got more of a mustache than your dad. I don't think that counts.
Have trouble talking to women? At a loss for words when that special someone walks by? Try our service. Guaranteed, or your money back.
Sounds like a scam.
I heard that.
Well, it does.
I think it's worth a shot.
I think you're wasting your money.
We'll see about that.
Hello, class. My name is Gorbachev, and I will be teaching classes tomorrow. Where are the other students?
I don't know.
I had hundreds of students in this class.
Wow. That's a lot of people who can't talk to women.
I'll tell you, young man. Many years ago, when I was a young, handsome, suave Casanova, before I became the silver fox I am today, I could draw people in my class like flies to honey. But with all those strong women like Mary Lyon, it's too intimidating and I feel inferior.
You were a suave young Casanova?
It was many, many years before your time, young man. So what's this young lady's name?
Why does it only have to be one woman? I want to be able to talk to all women, because at the moment, I can't talk to any.
What about your mother?
My mother has such a mustache, she often gets mistaken for Ron Burgundy.
Wow. That's rough. What's your name, kid?
Jeffrey.
Nice to meet you, Jeffrey. I'm Gorbachev.
Mikhail?
It's Mike now. They said it sounded too Russian. I had to change it.
I thought you were dead.
Young man, they can do miraculous things with plastic surgery these days.
Wow.
Anyway, back to you. What happens when you try to talk to women?
My palms sweat, I start to shake, and I get tongue-tied.
Sounds like either you have anxiety or a neurological condition. Who is the woman that makes you most nervous? That you always dream of talking to?
Cheery.
That's good, kid. An excellent place to start. Me, feeling a bit constipated right now, that's another story. Who is the woman you want to talk to?
Cheery.
Jeffrey, if you want me to help you, I need to know who she is.
Cheery.
I get that she has a sunny disposition, but I still don't know what her name is.
Her name is Cheery.
And on bad days, does she call herself Opie?
No. Cheery is a family name.
Oh, really?
Her mother and grandmother are also named Cheery.
That sounds like too much cheer for one family. Anyway, why this girl?
She's beautiful. The way her hair flows in the breeze, the way her smile lights up an entire room. I'm in love.
You've clearly never had a pastrami on rye.
Will your class actually help me, Gorbachev?
Is Lindsay Lohan crazy?
Maybe? I've never heard of that person.
Well, they don't call you the village idiot for nothing.
What?
Never mind. Let's begin your first lesson. We're going to go outside, in the real world, and meet some actual women.
Wow. Real live women?
Now you're starting to sound like a Hooters ad. Come on, kid. Got lots of work to do. Sandwiches, get your tasty sandwiches.
Beautiful.
Why, hello there. Not so bad looking yourself.
No, not you. The sandwiches.
Seriously? You're calling the sandwiches beautiful, but not those women selling them?
Yeah, sandwiches are the best. I can't eat you after all, but I can eat them. Can I get a roast beef sandwich and some pickles?
Sure. What's your name, hungry one?
Anchovy, but my friends call me Anch.
How does one pick up a name like that?
Anch is the first syllable of
Oh,
anchovy.
How did you get
know, roast beef or something.
Roast beef sounds weird. An anchovy doesn't. When I was little, I would wrap myself in a blanket so much that my parents said I looked like an anchovy.
Those sardines.
I never said the nickname was accurate.
Anchovy?
Yeah, sandwich card lady?
No, it's pickles.
Pickles?
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you end up in the sandwich business?
Honestly, there aren't a lot of jobs for someone named Pickles. Hey, Anchovy,
Yeah, pickles?
would you like to grab coffee sometime?
Like a date.
Sure.
No way.
Why not?
Because everyone knows pickles and anchovies are a terrible combination.
Gorbachev, how will this help me talk to women?
Jeffrey, ping pong will teach you focus and determination. Besides, if nothing else, builds up your arm strength.
I have no idea what the recording is saying.
You're not supposed to. Inspire my voice is supposed to inspire you. Talk gently. Give me with a movie.
I'm there.
Sit up! That, Jeffrey. Look how you stand when you're full of passion. I feel joy for that one.
Is that when she rejects me?
No, that's what happens when the Soviet Union falls.
Do any of these things actually help me talk to women, Gorbachev?
Yes? No.
Oh, I knew this was a scam.
Jeffrey, wait! This is a special hat.
A hat?
Just take it out for a spin. If it doesn't help you, then I'll give your money back. Can't believe you bought that story.
Thanks, G.
Can't believe you bought that story. Thought I'd never get rid of that thing.
My lady. Who the fuck are you? I'm Jeffrey. My friends call me Jeff.
Do I know you?
You smiled at me the other day.
I smile at a lot of people.
We live in the same village.
I live in the same village with a lot of people.
Not that many. It is a village after all.
What do you want from me, Jeffrey?
I want to ask you out on a date.
No, Jeffrey,
What?
I don't go out with weirdos in strange hats and tacky clothes.
Hey, without this hat, I wouldn't be able to talk to you right now.
In that hat, I don't want to be seen talking to you.
This hat is magic, Jerry.
Oh, really? How so?
It lets me talk to women.
You mean you've gone through your whole life so far unable to talk to women? What about your mother?
Well, for the first few years of my life, I thought I had 2 dads.
Listen, Jeff, this has been great and all, and totally not creepy or stalkerish, to the point where I'm considering pressing charges. But I really have to go home now. And also,
Please, I've been in love with you forever. The way your hair flows in the breeze, the way your smile lights up an entire room. Can't you give me a chance?
It sounds like you've practiced that line a few times.
I have.
Maybe another day, Romeo.
Okay, there is no way that chicken salad could ever taste better than tuna salad.
You have to be out of your mind. Chicken salad is so bland in comparison to the deliciousness of tuna.
Great. Even he can find a woman and I can't. Hey, Gorbachev. I talked to Cheery.
Oh, really? Did she have any idea who you were?
I figured she did since I love her so much. The way her hair flows in the breeze, the way her smile lights up an entire room.
You idiot! You can't just walk up to a woman and confess your love to her if she has no idea who you are.
You can't?
No, of course you can't. It's time for your next lesson.
Ding dong.
Hello, stalker.
Hello, Cheery. I realized I acted out of line before.
No shit.
I wanted to apologize and introduce myself. My name is Jeffrey, and I live on Spring Street. And I first saw you at the market 3 years ago, and I thought,
I'm a lesbian.
I thought you were the most beautiful thing there.
Tough blow, kid.
This is why I stick to sandwiches.
Hi, I'm and this, I directed it. It's The Wild Things, and it's by Zoe Rand.
The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief. What's mischief? Like, getting into trouble, being bad. Why was Max being bad? Will you just let me read the story? And another. Why is the dog running away from her? Because he's chasing it. Why is she chasing it? Because he's being bad. Why is she being bad? Max is a boy. Why is he being bad? No, she's not. Max, please, let me read the story. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, I'll look you up. So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Is Max sad? I don't know. Why is her mother angry? Maybe she had a hard day at work. Oh. Max, what was your dream about last night? Scary things. What kind of scary things? That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew, and grew until the ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became a world around, and an ocean tumbled by, with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. Did she say goodbye? I don't think so. Did who say goodbye? Max. I don't think so. Was her mother sad? Max's mother? I don't know. She probably didn't know he left. Why not? Because he didn't tell her he was leaving. Why? Because he was angry. Why was she angry? Max is a boy. We used to play with boys. Why was she angry? Because he didn't like that he was being punished for doing bad things. Oh. Can I keep reading? She looks happy. Maybe he is happy. She's happy even though she made her mother sad? Maybe his mother isn't sad. Max, it's okay. It's just a book. It's not real. We don't have to read this one. We could read a different one. Max, were there monsters. There aren't any monsters, Max. I promise. No monsters. No promises. Should I keep reading? And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Is Max scared? Maybe a little, but Max is brave. Brave? Yep, very brave. Do you remember what Max does next? So Max said, "Be still!" and tamed them with the magic tricks, staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. I don't want them to be scared. The wild things? Well, maybe they aren't scared. Maybe they're just pretending. Why are they pretending? Because they want Max to be their friend, and they don't know how. Why don't they know how to be friends? Because they live on an island far away. They don't have anyone to be friends with. But Max is their friend? Max is their friend. See? Look, here they are playing dress up. Maybe they're putting on a play? Yes, a funny play full of jokes and laughter. And look, now they're having a dance party. And howling at the moon like Rosie does. Can we have a dance party? Not right now, Max. We can't. We don't want to be too loud. Maybe tomorrow after school we could have a dance party in the backyard. And how about the moon with Rosie? Well, sure. And how about the moon with Rosie? And now they're playing on the jungle gym. Those silly monkeys. Piggyback rides. And they all went to sleep and lived happily ever after. Why is Max sad? Max, please. It's time for bed. Why is she leaving? Max, please. Did she say goodbye? Yes, look, see? Max is waving goodbye to all the wild things. Why did she leave? Max, it's time for bed. Get under the covers. Why did she leave? Go to sleep. We'll talk about it in the morning. Was it because I was bad? No, of course not. Was Daddy bad? No. Were you bad? No. Of course not. Please, Max, go to sleep. Was she angry? No. Why is she sad? I don't think she knows how to be happy. Maybe I could teach her. Maybe I could teach her how to be happy. We could teach her how to wag her tail like Rosie does when she's happy. We could teach her how to swing on the monkey bars. We could teach her how to play dress up and get piggyback rides. I think she already knows how to do those things, Max. Why is she sad? I don't know, Max. Max, will you please go to bed? If I finish the story, will you go to bed? Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye, and sailed back over a year in and out in weeks and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him, and it was still hot. Max comes home. Yes, she comes home. Good night, Max. Good night. Lycra. Is Mom gonna come home? I hope so.
Hello. My name is Liz Baker, and I directed 3 by Samantha Myron. Got it right. what's your emergency?
There's 2 babies in a dumpster. I think they're dead.
Ma'am, what's your location?
In the alley next to Chris's millinery. Please hurry.
I'm sending a unit to your location now, ma'am. Please stay on the line so I can get some more information from you. The officers and detectives will want to talk to you as well. What's your name, ma'am?
What do we got?
2 dead Caucasian babies, 1 dead Caucasian female, late 20s.
Damn it.
Dr. Salmon said cause of death for the adult female is a gunshot wound to the back, and time of death is between 10 and 11 p.m., just after the 911 call.
She made the call?
We found her phone on the ground next to her. Last dialed number was 911. The babies have multiple contusions. Most likely the cause of death, but Doc won't know for sure until she gets them back to the lab. But she did say time of death is between 4 and 8 p.m.
Where were the babies found?
Dumpster full of hats.
Hats?
The shop next door is a millinery.
What's a millinery?
A hat shop. What was our adult victim doing looking at a dumpster full of hats?
That's what we've got to figure out. All right, do you have her ID? Let's start informing her family.
Right here.
Melissa Manning, 401 Block Street. All right, get the bodies back to the lab, get those crime scene photos developed, and the evidence catalog by the time we get back to the station. I'll make the death notification and interview the family.
Yes, ma'am.
Police station.
Dr. Salmon's report is in.
How did the babies die?
Dr. Salmon's initial conclusion was correct. Multiple contusions on pretty much every part of the body, and they suffered multiple bone fractures as well.
God, what kind of animal beats a baby to death?
That's the thing. Dr. Salmon doesn't believe that they were beaten. The contusions are not consistent with contusions made by fist, adult or child.
What?
Did you get a chance to speak to the family?
Yeah, they have no knowledge of connection between Melissa Manning and 2 babies.
I've looked into Manning's life, phone records, financials, and medical records. For the last 7 months, she's been AWOL. Plenty of people called her, but she never made a single phone call. She didn't spend a dime on anything, including bills, absolutely no movement in her bank accounts, didn't go to seek any medical attention for anything, and there was no activity from her passport either.
Her father didn't mention this absence.
Maybe she was with her father?
Doubtful. Who has 0 expenses and doesn't answer their cell phone for 7 months?
Undercover cops, people in hiding, dead people.
We've got our work cut out for us. I'll visit Mr. Manning again and see what's going on there.
Manning family living room.
Mr. Manning, during our investigation of your daughter's death, we've come across something very curious. Melissa's financials, phone records, and medical records indicate that she's been off the grid for a period of about 7 months up until she made that 911 phone call. So Melissa's been off the grid for 7 months, so either she's been missing, which you haven't reported, or she went off the grid and you didn't tell us when we first spoke.
I don't like your tone.
I don't like people who lie to cops.
I didn't lie.
Oh, that's right. You just didn't tell the truth.
She asked me not to tell anyone.
Melissa asked you?
Yes. She said she had some things to take care of and we wouldn't hear from her for a while.
And you didn't find this suspicious?
Ever since she left my home, she's been running off to places for some reason or another.
And this habit of her running off didn't concern you?
She's always been an independent girl.
Did she contact you at any point during her absence?
You yourself said she didn't make any phone calls.
That's not the only way one can communicate, Mr. Manning.
I can't help you, Detective Tansy. I haven't spoken to her in the same amount of time anyone else has.
Is there anyone in her life that she would have been in contact with? Friend, boyfriend, girlfriend?
Not that I'm aware of.
Anyone come looking for her?
Now that you mention it, there was some strange-looking woman who came here a couple months back. She was looking for a missing man. I told her there was no one here by that name.
Do you think you could describe this woman to a sketch artist?
Guess so.
Just finished talking to the dad again.
Do you think he did it?
He definitely wasn't as concerned as he should have been about our Vic, but that doesn't really mean anything. It just makes him suspicious. He ID'd a strange woman who was looking for Melissa a couple months ago. He's with the sketch artist now. Anything on your end?
Bullet, Melissa Manning is a .38 caliber. If you get me a gun, I can compare it to the crime scene bullet.
The sketch artist is done and running the sketch through our facial recognition software now.
Maybe this woman found Melissa before Melissa turned up dead.
That's what I'm hoping. Okay, our girl's name is Gina Florent, 3 Foxport. You talk to the neighbors, I'll talk to Gina. When was the last time you saw or spoke to Melissa Manning?
You mean Missy? I don't know. I don't remember every bitch that comes.
Then why were you at her father's house looking for her a couple months ago?
Months ago? Look, lady, I don't know what you think you're trying to find out from me. I don't remember nothing about Missy or looking for her for that matter.
Melissa's father remembers you asking him where she was.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, I was worried about her, alright? I hadn't seen her in a while, and I thought she went and ran off with some guy. It wasn't any good for her, you know? He was just gonna get her in trouble.
Did you find her?
She was staying at that guy's place.
What's his name?
Tommy Garland.
What's the address?
19 Florence.
Thank you for your time, Gina.
Yeah.
Tommy Garland's third floor, 2-bedroom apartment. Tommy Garland is dead on the kitchen floor.
Looks like someone stabbed him with his own kitchen knife. Melissa? Maybe?
Suarez puts his head into another room.
Whoa, Tansy, come check this out.
Cribs. There's baby stuff all over.
Melissa and Tommy were the parents.
By the way, what did you get from Gina's neighbors?
Apparently, Gina used to date a guy that actually looks a lot like this guy.
This cat fight was over him.
Do you think Gina killed them all?
I'll have officers pick her up. You call Dr. Samet and the rest of your crew.
An interrogation room.
Gina. You lied to me, Gina.
No, I didn't.
I have officers sweeping your apartment now. When they find the gun that you used to kill Melissa, I won't be able to help make you a deal, along with the knife that in Tommy's chest that undoubtedly has your fingerprints all over it.
I didn't kill Tommy!
Maybe, but you did kill Melissa.
You don't know that.
You know what I think? I think you were jealous that Tommy moved on. I think that you killed Tommy's family out of a fit of rage.
I didn't kill Tommy. I avenged him.
Come again. How did you avenge him, Gina?
That bitch killed him.
Melissa killed Tommy.
Yeah.
Why?
The baby's down the stairs.
What?
He didn't want to be a daddy to her brats anymore. He wanted to get back together with me.
And Melissa killed him because he killed their children?
I guess so.
What did you do when you found out Tommy was dead?
I shot Missy in the back.
Where?
In the alley by Chris's millinery. Apparently that's where Tommy dumped the babies.
Gina Florent, you are under arrest for the murder of Melissa Manning. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. Do you understand your rights as I have read them to you, Ms. Florent?
Lion, the Witch, and the Mission, and it's by Maya Wegerin.
These days, to be old is a sin. Hey, come and see what I am seeing. The young ones, they run all evening in the bushes. They hardly know what the sun is. But me, let an old woman go out in the garden at night. Then it's, oh, she's a witch, I'm sure. Oh, she must be senile, I'm sure. Your mother is sure. Oh, please come and see what I am seeing. Won't you open your eyes again, fathers of my father, and see what these whites are doing to the village? No, better your sleep than this. Who is there? Help! 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 If I run back, they'll kill me. If I run away, I'll get eaten by alive. Oh, what life is this? Oh! What? What? You want to shake my hands now? Have the missionaries been here for so long that even the animals are treated like white men? Okay then. Good day, sir. Oh, poor thing. Is this what is making you cry? King of the jungle, and you can't even take a little thorn out of your hand. Well, we all need others.
Hey. They found her near the 12th tree at our scene.
Thank you, brother. You know, I don't understand you, Mageza.
We only know Mageza here. I don't know this Mageza you speak of.
Is dying of starvation in the wild better than accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?
Do you see someone who is dead here?
You are such a pitifully stubborn old woman. You can't even be grateful that we saved your life? I suppose I shouldn't expect a heathen to be grateful. The work of God is truly thankless. You seemed grateful enough when we saved you from those villagers. We gave you shelter and protection here at the mission. Now, all you need to do is go to chapel, say your prayers.
Just food and water is fine.
No, you can't just... This is a mission, Mageza, built to raise and praise the name of our Lord. God moved me to let you stay at the mission. You should say thank you.
Haven't I said thank you for accommodating me? Ah, sisters, you want thanks for everything. So you shared your food, we must say thank you, sister. So you make a joke, we must say thank you, sister. Next thing, you will fart and we'll have to say thank you for the air.
Why, that's enough. You know as well as I do that if you go back to the village, they burn you alive. Everyone in Lamana thinks you're a witch.
Fine, I'll stay here.
No, yes, but on the condition that you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.
Okay, I accept it.
This is not a joke, Mageza. You don't just say it and poof, that's all jolly and good for you. You are not taking this at all seriously. You can burn in hell for that.
Ha! I stay at home, I die by the flame of the villagers. I come here, I die in the flame of Jesus. Ha! There's no rest for an old woman. Oh, people below, what have I done to deserve this lot? Oh, my fathers, why did you not tell me when I was committing this wrong?
Mageza, it's not the same thing. The flame in hell is everlasting.
Then rather the fire one can put out. Oh, my ancestors, how have I displeased you? Just to be old is a sin. A person can't even go outside and appreciate the moon. Then they're a witch.
Mageza, of all the natives, you are the most nonsensical I have ever come across. You do not possess even a shred of reasoning. A man died for you and you can't thank him, and yet you insist on talking to your ancestors who are dead and gone and powerless now.
That might be so, but why must I pray to your ancestors and not my own?
Jesus is not an ancestor. Woman! Just take her back to the quarters.
Go on, you old witch. Don't even think of running off again. Madam, there's no way she can go. There are other culprits all over the place. Sister, the boys who captured her, they were followed home by a lion the whole way. They captured it. We put it in the chicken pens.
A lion? Chickens? Do you realize that you have fed the lion all of our food for the next 2 months?
I took the chickens out of the pen first, sister.
That's great, Petrus.
They're in the cassava garden. They like the worms in the cassava garden. It is good. They eat the worms so they will never run away. Then the cassava are also free of the worms, sister.
What do I do with Mageza? She deliberately disrespects me and the mission.
She does, right? You see that she does.
I see that she deliberately disrespects you and the mission.
And now we have a lion in the chicken pen, and all the villagers are angry.
We have a lion.
They don't understand why I have kept them from just burning her alive.
They don't understand why.
What do you think? Do you really think she's a witch, as they say?
Do you really think she's a witch?
I mean, I don't know. I don't believe in all that mambo, jumbo, voodoo stuff you people do. What do you think?
What do you think?
Already, you, Petrus. Do you think she's a witch?
She does strange things.
Okay. Go on.
She still talks to our forefathers, and she dances at the river. And one night, Ompi's wife found her dancing under the moon at night. Everyone wants to burn her alive. She's not normal.
We have lost several of our converts in the past few days.
We have lost several.
They don't want to work here. This is a shelter for witches.
They don't want to.
This is the house of God, not a house of witchcraft. I need to do something. People will think I am weak, that God is weak, you know? I can't allow the villagers to think that that God is weak.
We can't allow them.
Okay, Petrus, I've got a plan. Don't feed that lion for 2 weeks, then spread the word to all the villagers to come and see that their concerns have been heard. God hears the concerns of those who are faithful to him. We will show them that we serve a powerful God. Tell as many people as you can to gather around the kraal the day after the second Sabbath from today. We will see what Mageza can do against a hungry lion. People of Romana, do not think I haven't heard you. This Mageza is indeed a witch. God himself has seen this now. That is why we brought her here. It is not your job to measure out judgment, as the Bible has said. Rather, let us leave it to God. This lion has not eaten for a fortnight, half a moon. Today we will release it into this kraal. We will leave Mageza here also, so that we will see what God decides to do.
Hello, I'm still Liz Baker, and I directed Stuck by Maddie Lindsay.
Oh, hell. You could say that again.
ourselves into. And so close to the top, too. The steel trap couldn't have managed another 4 floors. Unbelievable.
Maybe this is the first time it's ever happened. Ever. Maybe we're making history.
That chance, Four Eyes. Shit breaks. That's how life goes.
Whoa, take it easy. I'm just saying, what if it's a possibility?
What do you think might have caused this? Probably a computer failure. Nothing that can't be easily fixed.
Or maybe it's something cool, like the repairman forgot to shut off the safety switch.
In what world is that cool?
Oh, did I say that? I didn't mean cool. Just interesting is all. I'm Ilsa, by the way.
I guess we should probably introduce ourselves, huh? I'm Hannah, and this is my partner, Mike. Nice to meet you, Hannah. Mike? Awesome.
Leon.
Great. Now that we're all introduced, what do we do now?
Well, there's no cell phone reception yet. I found that out when I was trying to check the time. We could try shouting for help.
We're stuck in a giant metal coffin. If the cell phone can't get reception, what makes you think someone's going to hear us banging on the walls? Besides, wouldn't that use up more air?
Oh, maybe there's an air vent and we can climb out of it.
We haven't actually pressed the emergency button.
Oh my
God, we haven't already tried that?
Well, it's probably not going to be a huge deal. I'm guessing somebody's already seen that we've stopped moving.
The point is, we could have been much closer to getting the hell out of here.
Leon, are you, by any chance, claustrophobic?
No way in hell, shitty glasses. You get out of my face.
You can stand to loosen up a little bit.
I'm mad because I'm late and I always make it a point to never be late. You can stand to tell me what not to do.
Leon, what exactly are you late for? That's on the Sears Tower Skydeck.
My coworkers decided that I couldn't possibly have lived here for 8 years and not paid for the privilege of seeing the tops of buildings.
Oh, you can see way more than the tops of buildings. You can actually see Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, Michigan.
I guess that answers your question about the suburbs, Hannah. Actually, why is everyone else going up to the top of the building? Y'all seem a little different than the average tourist, if you don't mind me saying so.
Well, I'm going on a skyscraper tour across the U.S.
Skyscraper tour.
I've been saving up my vacation days so I could go on a big blowout trip to as many skyscrapers as I could before moving to the UK.
UK?
It's where I work. Well, I work there now. I used to work in India for Boeing, structural engineering. But they relocated me earlier this year, which is great because I miss the cold.
I don't think I can ever say that phrase with a straight face after having lived here.
Actually, I'm with Leon on this one. This winter was brutal, and I'm not sad to see it go.
Oh, Arthur, you don't seem like the type to be making trips to the top of this tourist trap. If you live here, what gives?
Well, there's some out-of-town business partners visiting this week, and they wanted to see some of the sights while they were here. I tried to talk them down from the Sears Tower. They were pretty insistent, but anyway.
Let me guess. Deep dish pizza.
Who knows?
No.
Couldn't talk them into anything less expensive and better tasting. Not even into going to Dewey's across the street. They'd seen too many food specials on TV raving about it. That's where we were told to go, actually.
Do not go there if you value your wallet or your taste buds. You can find those all across the U.S. in chains. Go to Lou Maltini's if you're so insistent on finding deep dish.
You're pretty intense about your pizza. I don't think you've talked this much the whole ride.
I'm pretty intense about people not throwing money into tourist experiences they can't have at home when there's better stuff to be found.
Which is pretty ironic considering the situation right now.
We can get a refund.
How long have we been in here by now?
Somehow I don't think you're gonna like the answer.
It's not like we can help it at this point.
Maybe the repair crews are stuck in their own elevator on the way up.
Maybe the repair crews are stuck in their own elevator plummeting to their sure deaths.
Ilsa!
It would make a good headline.
You haven't heard why you two are here.
Prepare to be disappointed. We're the tourists you so despise.
Hey, not all tourists, I tell you. Just most of them.
Me and
About half.
About 99%.
I'd like to say that we're the 1% then. Not that kind. We're here on vacation from San Francisco.
Why would you voluntarily leave the perfect California weather for this eternal winter? It escapes me.
Well, it's not so bad today. I can't quite say the same for the day before we went. That was a nightmare. And I forgot my sweater in my suitcase. Let's not talk about it. I'm pretty sure your hands were blue for the next one.
This is getting tiring.
It is a little.
I can't even think of any more amusingly grotesque repairman scenarios.
I once heard of a man who was stuck in an elevator for 41 hours.
That sounds like one of those bullshit stories people tell to scare you, or the ones you see on website ads that flash at you from the sidebar and try to take your money.
I don't think that's going to happen to us. I mean, it's such a heavily used building. They're bound to be doing something about it already.
I should hope so. Even though it's cliche, I was really looking forward to it in a way. Just think, we could have seen 4 states.
Oh, for Christ's sake, not again!
You're out of this not turning to the Tower of Terror.
That's a ride at Disney World, and it's only 13 floors.
Damn it.
Of all the ways for this stupid trip to have gone,
We're definitely getting a refund if we make it out alive.
it would make a good headline. Oh my god, are we moving?
So,
We're here. What do we do now?
Hello. I'm Samantha Myron, and I'm directing The Whole Truth by Kyle Kaplan. Please be advised, some of the material concerns rape, so it may be triggering.
Act 1. Robert and Lewis are sitting at the table in a sparsely decorated kitchen.
You know, I love this time of evening, especially after a rain shower. It's been a long winter.
Aren't you gonna wash your hands?
I'm not done soon.
Yeah, well, from the time you were standing, it didn't seem like the work you did to make anybody so tired.
I don't think anyone would have done more work than I did for free. Don't be so sullen.
Don't touch me. Why do you also touch me when I'm trying to think?
You look like you needed your thoughts interrupted. It's going to be okay. They're great kids.
Yeah, they're great kids. And they're afraid to go to school because nobody else thinks so. I just don't understand how anybody comes back from this and gets to go back to the life that they had before. 5 D1 schools were looking at them, Lewis. And everybody was rooting for them, and now what does it matter? How are they supposed to get into college even if the charges are dropped, huh? And what about Gina? How many hairs can one person have in their nose? The other night, I swear, she was in the bathroom for an hour just looking in person. And you know she doesn't curse. And telling me she was fine, she's losing her mind and getting too thin.
Everything is shit. I get it. I'm I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. Any word from the defense attorney?
They're gonna ask the judge to dismiss the charges. That's Thursday, and then it's all settled.
Do you think it'll hold?
It's a request, not a claim. Why'd you ask so many goddamn questions?
Jesus, would you relax? What's the claim?
We're done talking about this. I feel like I'm talking to my mother. She doesn't take social cues either.
Fine, let's talk about something else.
You want to talk about the game?
Never.
Yeah, that's how I know we're neighbors and not friends.
Well, if that's how you feel.
Oh, come on, don't go.
I'm going to the bathroom, relax. I'm just going to go wash my hands.
Lewis leaves the kitchen. The sound of keys jingling can be heard off stage.
Robert, you want to help me with the groceries?
No, but I will.
I'm thinking of taking a few weeks off. I really am. I'm so tired.
Don't do that to yourself. Come on.
Well, why not?
Because the kids love you. You're the only kindergarten teacher at that school where they fail.
Yeah, that's not really how I feel when their parents come to pick them up. Do you know how they look at me? It's like I'm standing there gargling Drano.
I know, but we can't both be on leave one.
Enough. I am tired. I really am.
Charlie nearly kicked a hole in the wall today. I think it's all those damn emails he gets. Tommy is fine as usual.
Charlie changed his email address. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and you can keep changing it.
I hate these computers. No privacy. He's in school, or he's not in school, and no privacy. He hasn't walked down the street in a month, and no privacy.
Lewis re-enters the room.
What's doing all?
Lewis!
Yes?
It's so good to see you. I didn't know you were stopping by. Do you need anything?
He came by to try and start the car, and he got tired.
Yeah, it's looking like you're gonna have to.
How nice. How nice of you to say hello.
Gina, he has to tell her. He reads the newspaper. No privacy, remember?
Lewis, how about a drink? Would you like a beer?
If it's not alcoholic. Got a seltzer?
Cream soda?
Yeah, okay.
Seltzer? You on a diet or something?
I'm in a 12-step program, Amber.
When I was in college, I had this roommate who went to meetings for a drinking problem, although I don't really think you can call someone in college an alcoholic.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably better to wait until they're older so they'll understand.
Mom, when's dinner? Rise and shine. First time he's left the basement all day. Charlie, you remember Mr. Polly?
Weren't you the one who ran over our cat 2 years ago?
That was your cat? Yeah, that sucks.
How about we all have dinner?
Jesus, Mom.
No, it's okay.
That cat was a pure breed.
Dad, it was 2 years ago. Just chill out.
Robert,
Could you stop? Can you stop acting like this? It's freaking me out.
Acting like what?
She sounds like the orbit lady. Like a fat orbit
I'll
lady.
call you tomorrow, Lewis.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Lewis leaves.
Tell your son to watch his.
You mean clean it up with no sugar-free?
Enough!
Do you guys think, like, is it possible that what our lawyers want to tell the court might hold? Because Tommy said on it. He's downstairs telling his buddies we're going to get off.
I don't know, dear.
I do. No material witness. How can we prove we did it when nobody was there to say it happened?
Because there were pictures of it.
Fuck you.
Don't you ever say that to her again. Ever. You understand? You understand she goes to work every day and people wonder what a mother had to do wrong to raise a couple of alleged rapists.
I'm not a rapist.
Until proven innocent in the eyes of the general public? Yes. Yes, you are. And so are your parents.
Boys, just stop. I'm so tired.
Maybe I should just go back down to the basement, play some ping pong with a ball.
No, sweetheart. Everything's fine.
Dad was just saying.
Oh man, shut up.
I know we
Faggot.
Charlie!
Okay, we're done. Charlie, you're at the vegetable cutting station. Tommy, you and I are gonna go for a walk.
Is that a good idea?
He'll be with me.
Act 2. Robert and Tommy have stopped by a rock under a tree. Robert pulls out a cigarette.
Don't tell your mother.
I'll pass.
You sure?
I know all your reasons for quitting. You used to make me repeat them to you when you wanted to go out for a smoke. Remember when I used to get stuck up there? I screamed and screamed until Charlie got bored laughing and came to get you. I'm sorry, Dad.
Want to prove it?
What?
On Thursday, no matter what, you're gonna lie. You didn't do what they're saying you did to that girl. She was having a good time, and everything that transpired that night had the green light.
I didn't rape her.
Don't say that, my God. Just say she's a liar, the rest is in the body.
Can't make you believe me.
Tell me again. Tell me everything.
Dad.
It will make me feel better.
It was after prom, and none of us had a car. Everyone was fucked up on something. So I didn't drink more than one beer. I was gonna babysit and then tell everyone about all the stupid shit I had to stop them from doing the next day. Charlie was with that girl, Miranda. He said he asked her because he never heard her say in class, not once. We walked from the high school to this guy's house. I don't remember his name, and I don't think he did either, but he knew his parents weren't home and they had this huge liquor cabinet. Miranda says she knows how to take shots without using her hands, and everyone there wanted to watch. So the kid whose house it was got a bunch of shot glasses. Miranda could take one shot after another. She just picked it up with her mouth and tossed it back. I think I counted 7. Anyway, she's wasted after that. I'm still fine. She starts sitting on people's laps and kissing their cheeks, and Charlie calls her over because he's getting jealous. They start doing their thing, and I'm just watching it all, and then Miranda passes out. She's completely knocked out, so Charlie and I carry her downstairs to the basement where the bathroom is and splash some water on her face. She came to and gurgled something about wanting to go home, so Charlie walked her.
When did the pictures happen?
Someone thought the whole thing was funny. They took pictures, they put them up and thought it would be okay, I guess.
And I guess Miranda didn't think it was funny?
That's everything, Dad.
This would have been different if it happened even 20 years ago.
Maybe.
No, I'm telling you. A girl woke up next to someone she regretted sleeping with, and she was limited to word of mouth.
So you believe me?
Yeah, I do. I trust my son.
She's a liar, Dad. She goes to those parties all the time for hookups.
Remember to say it just like that. Come on, dinner is getting good. It's gonna be ready soon.
Act 3. Charlie is dribbling a basketball in front of the garage, every now and then stopping to look out at the sky.
How's it going?
It's great.
You're not eating dinner?
No, I'm not hungry. Do you need my dad for anything?
No.
Is there something on my face?
I think we should talk.
Listen, man. I really don't think I was the
My niece. She asked me to give you something.
Do I know her?
Since kindergarten.
That's cool. What's her name?
Miranda.
Lewis takes a gun from his pocket.
She's my favorite niece. I held her when she was born.
Okay, calm down.
We're done talking, Charlie.
Please.
Shut up.
What do you want?
Justice. You're either going to tell the court what you did to my niece on Thursday, or I swear to God, you'll watch me kill your brother first.
You're fucking crazy.
Her mother had to hide all the pills in the house. She doesn't leave her room. She's afraid to take her clothes off.
I didn't rape Miranda.
She was raped that night. You and your brother raped her.
Listen to me. It was after prom. We were all drunk, and the only one worse than Tommy was Miranda. She threw up so much that we had to carry her up the stairs. I don't know what happened with her after that, but me and my brother didn't have anything to do with it.
Sound of rushing footsteps. Lewis slips the gun back into his pocket.
What is this? What's going on?
He pulled a gun on me.
What?
He was shaking a gun at my face. Call the police.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll rush over to help you.
I'm really sorry.
Your kids are rapists.
Leave.
Mom, that little shit raped my niece.
Leave, or I will call the police.
You remember what I said, okay? Because I meant it.
Lewis storms off.
Mom, call the police.
I don't want you to walk around outside by yourself.
Act 4. In court. The only people on stage are Charlie and Tommy wearing suits. Spotlight shows on whoever's talking.
Nothing happened. After she got sick, we carried her up the stairs and I took her home. That's it.
I was stone cold sober.
To be honest, maybe she has a hookup and she called him over. He got rough.
We carried her down the stairs, splashed some water on her face.
She really likes attention.
She has a reputation.
I know how it is.
I get it.
Got drunk and someone snapped pictures of you acting like a fool.
So you lied.
Probably fell into a hat rack.
I mean, the way she was dressed that night?
No.
No.
I didn't rape her. Maybe she's an easy bruiser.
Not guilty.
I swear to tell the truth. The whole truth.
Your Honor?
And nothing but the truth.
Your Honor?
So help me God.
I'm Martin. I directed Piper by Ricochet. Open on the square on a bright, clear summer day. Toys and games lay in the street forgotten. In front of the mayor's house, a chair sits, sewing left like it was casually dropped on the ground.
Clara? I think it's time for lunch. Clara? Clara, this is not funny. Children, come out. You should all be headed home for lunch. Clara, where have you gone? Hans needs to sup. Oh, for heaven's sake. Did Lily put you up to this? Children, please come out. Peter, Anna, now really, Luke, Lucas, the children, they've run off. Ay, ay, ay. Luke, come out here this minute. Clara's gone off too. Where would they go? They didn't even bring their things.
Other townspeople start to emerge, taking in the scene of the abandoned square.
He took them.
What?
He took the kids. He took them.
Who? What are you talking about?
He just like last time, only it was the kids followed him.
Shh. Calm yourself. Calm. Lucas, here, take Hans. Adele, go fetch the mayor. Now, Clara, what happened?
He just showed up. The sweetie, he went over to say hi. I got scared though, cause he looked so grim. Like he didn't like what he was doing. It was so beautiful, like nothing I'd heard. So sweet. I saw the kids look around. They looked excited. Like they'd just been waiting for him. And then they just started dancing like it was a festival. They looked so happy, and there he is grimacing. It chilled me, but I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move. I held hands, though, even though he squirmed. I knew I couldn't let go. I wouldn't. And then he turned around. They got even more excited. They started jumping and singing. How didn't you hear all of this?
What's happened? Where's Lily?
Lily is gone. He took her with everyone else.
Who took her?
The Piper. He came back just like he said he would. He came back and he took the kids. I tried to stop some of them, but I couldn't.
You can't be serious.
I am. I watched him start playing and watched the kids dance off after.
Why would he take Lily and not you?
I don't know. Maybe because I saw him before he cast the spell. Maybe because she's your daughter.
What does that mean? It means that he wanted to hurt the man that cheated him.
You can't tell me you honestly believe this.
Does anything else make any sense? The children would not wander off on their own en masse.
He's a con man, a crook. He has nothing to fear. He was only a lowly piper, and now he's gone.
A con man? All he did was play his pipe, and the rats just followed him. They drowned themselves to follow him.
No, a year of memories blew it all out of proportion.
I remember watching the rats in my kitchen just stop, turn, and walk out of my house. I remember it just fine.
I remember no such thing.
Because you were busy counting the silver in the counselor's office.
How dare you?
I dare because my children are missing, and the only reason I can come up with is a vindictive magician. You and the council cheated him. Who else is there to blame?
me exactly what you saw.
I was playing with Hans a few hours ago. And at one point, I look up and I see Lux walking down the road, grinning. When he saw me, he pointed further down. That's when I saw him, the piper, but he was in hunter's gear this time, and he had such a look on his face, it chilled my blood.
See? Does it sound to you like she is making things up?
Where did they go?
When he started playing, the children all started dancing. They followed him right out of town. With his look and his clothing, I was certain that they were as good as dead. They started walking towards the river. I thought he was going to drown them too, but then he turned. I think he did it on purpose, that threat. Wanted me to see that he could drown them just like the rats, but he didn't. He started walking towards the mountains, and as soon as I thought I knew where they were going, I came back here to tell you.
Where did you leave them? Where were they headed?
I left them on the road to Kuppelberg Hill.
Lucas, when you go try to find them. See if you can find any stragglers.
They exit.
It's too late, you imbecile! If he could keep us away when they were still in our reach, he can keep them away now!
What am I supposed to do? Sit here and mourn? And I only say if. You are right. My daughter is under the influence of some kind of witchcraft. What else can I do?
Maybe you should have thought of that last fall when the man saved us all from starvation.
For a hefty price, we couldn't afford it.
Then why did you agree to it?
We didn't believe he could actually do it. We thought, why not let him try? Maybe it would get rid of some of them, and we wouldn't be quite so overrun.
And then he did precisely what he said he would, and you didn't pay him for his service.
All he did was play his silly pipe. It's not as if he put any effort into the deed.
But you had promised him in front of all of us. You told him you would pay what he asked. You told him you'd pay 10 times the amount. How could you think he wouldn't take retribution? He is a magician. He was cheated.
You never call me a cheat.
You are. You promised him a sum.
I didn't think he would actually succeed.
But you let him try anyway? Why? Why take that risk?
We didn't know
Why
he was a
take this
magician.
risk?
We didn't know he was a magician.
You knew after the fact.
But that doesn't mean...
You knew what he was capable of, and you told him to shove off.
2 rats.
And you willingly took the risk on all of our behalfs that he could not do more, that he could not do worse.
We couldn't afford to pay him. All of our stores were damaged and depleted. Without money, we couldn't have spent anything.
Oh, we would have starved to death, the same as if he hadn't come, the same as if he just passed through. But worse, because, you see, those rats would have tortured us as well, would have killed our children. I had to sleep with Hans under my blankets to keep the rats off of him. Did you not suffer to think that someone who offered to save us is not worth the hassle to gather funds and pay him?
And all of this with him being such a great magician. I take it he was just happening to pass by in our hour of need. He has such impeccable timing.
And what if he did call the plague here? We couldn't get rid of it ourselves. We all tried. Better to pay his bribe than to risk this.
We didn't know what we were risking.
So, instead of properly thanking your savior, whether or not he was the cause of anger, even if all he had done was bring the rats back, do you think a few silver coins would do us any good?
He was a witch. He wielded magic as a God-fearing citizen.
Come off it! He did us more good than any of our prayers had. So do not bring God into this. The magic he performed that day was good. It only did us good. You thought that he could not touch us, could not touch you, even when you knew he had power. Even when he warned you there would be repercussions, you still thought you could sail away unharmed from cheating a magician? He presented himself to us humbly. We left him in the square to sleep in the cold. He saves our town from starvation, our babies from harm, and then you dare cheat him.
So much good it does us now. This rant, 9 months late. Where was your conviction when the piper stood right here in this square and demanded his payment? Oh yes, that's right. You were taking damage of your own. You were busy taking your own account, how much it would cost you to repair damage, and, if I remember correctly, you were very specifically avoiding him after the fact.
Lucas and Nico returned carrying 2 boys, Mark, who was blind, and Lutz, who was deaf.
These boys, did you find them? Did you find Lily?
No, we lost him. He left us behind.
Mark, child, do you know where they went?
No, if I did, I wouldn't be here. He left the broken ones behind. We couldn't keep up, so he left us. I was almost there, but when we reached the mountains, there were so many echoes. The music was so beautiful, but I couldn't place it anymore. Every time I thought I found them, I would follow them again, and then it would go away. Clara, I heard her following us. Why didn't she help me? I was almost there. He promised me.
What did he promise you?
The music sounded like warm sunshine. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. He promised me a place where nothing was bad. There were only good things, where the animals weren't afraid of you and nothing could harm you, where no one was broken. I would be able to see. Like everyone else, if I'd gone with them, I'd be able to see.
And Lutz? Did Lutz see where they'd gone?
No, but he made it farther than me. Lucas took us out to where Lutz stopped. They probably went around a bend in the road so he couldn't see them anymore.
Go. Search the area. Maybe we can still find them. Maybe we can still reach them.
No.
No? Did you hear me? Don't listen to him. Please go find Willie.
While I was up there, the music didn't just fade away. Like they'd gone so far I couldn't hear them anymore. Just when I really thought I finally found the right path for them, I heard, well, it sounded like a mountain closed.
A rock slide?
No, it didn't sound like that, just closing. Like a very, very large door shutting tight. I lost them.
No, we didn't lose them. They had to go somewhere. We'll find them.
Mark was right. They were lost. They searched for years, following every possible rumor. They searched both for the children and for the piper. No matter how far the search spread, all we found of the children were rumors. There were stories that a boatload of children were put up for auction as slaves in Constantinople. Other stories said there was a village that just appeared one day in Transylvania. The people there didn't know where they were, or who they were, where they were from. Slowly, rumor after rumor filtered back home, but the children never did. Of the piper, there was no word. A few tales here and there that might have been him, but nothing to tell us where he was so we could talk to him. Beg for news. Offer him all the money and goods and anything else we could want just for news. But he was nowhere to be found.
My name is Liz Baker, and I directed Untitled by Hal.
Please turn off your cell phone since the play highly involves advanced technology. Any cell phone left on will possibly cause a fire emergency. The emergency exit is at your right.
Shang 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 Ke.
Lao Shi Hao.
Tong Zhi Man Hao. Xing Xiu. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Universal/World History class in the year of future.
Bang, bang, bang.
Today I am going to present a brief history of the rise and fall of a city called Ordos.
Bang, bang, bang.
Ordos.
Look at the map on the screen.
Zoom in.
A city with great natural resources.
Coal. Ordos has 1/6 coal over the whole nation of China.
Natural gas. Ordos has 1/3 natural gas over the whole nation.
Cashmere products. Ordos has the best industry in producing cashmere products through the whole nation.
None of those matters. None of those matters. None of those matters. None of those matters. Around the year 2008, all of the people in the city started to get involved in a special economic system.
Luxurious loan operations.
Every family member started to be involved in the usurious loan chains. The original high-class people get loans from the middle-class people, invested money into other business, and then pay the middle-class people back with high interests. The middle-class people not only give their own life savings to the high-class people, but also borrow loans from the lower-class people, so they also pay the lower-class people with slightly lower interests, but still way higher than the banks.
More and more lower-class people got benefits without working hard. They started to give all of their savings to the middle-class people.
Their old moms life savings.
Savings for their sons to go to school. Savings for the elders to go to hospital.
Savings from selling eggs year by year.
Savings from being taxi drivers from month to month.
Savings from being waitresses from day to day. Savings from being prostitutes from hour to hour. Savings, 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 years, months, months, hours, hours, days, days, minutes, minutes, hours, hours.
But the whole nation was happy, 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 extremely happy.
Everyone in the city got benefits from this usurious loan operation. Money, more money, wealth, more wealth. Millionaires, more millionaires. Billionaires, more billionaires.
Having thousands and hundreds of money, they didn't know how to spend them wisely. Materialism, materialism, materialism.
The high-class people became super, super rich and started to invest money into real estate, building houses, constructing skyscrapers, hoping to make more money.
The middle class people started to buy more houses inside and outside the city, luxury cars, expensive LV bags, well-known wearings.
The lower class people stopped being hardworking, enjoying a life of doing nothing, goofing off, drinking, smoking, having sex.
Bang, bang, bang!
GDP per capita, Ordos, the year of 2013, $29,128.80. Same year in Pohang, the capital city of Inner Mongolia, 36800 RMB.
Same year in Beijing, the capital city of China, 40321 RMB.
Same year in Hong Kong, the richest city, $38797.
Hong Kong, total area of 426 square miles with a population of 7,180,000.
The total area of Ordos is 335901 square miles with 160000 population and 44,000 floating people who come to the city in the hope of making money, getting a job, and potentially moving to the city. The city is in prosperity. The people are in heavenly joy.
Bang, bang, bang!
Good times do not last long.
The government
Changed the policy in a sudden shock. All of the loan chains broke down. All of a sudden, everyone was in big debt. Everyone was chasing money, chasing debt like crazy. In the economic disaster, all the relationships were fucked up. Relatives didn't care about blood, but only money, money, money. Friends didn't care about friendships, but only debt, debt, debt.
In those human beings' heads, the only thing that mattered was money and chasing money.
Money, money, money.
Chasing money, chasing money, chasing money, chasing money.
The lower class people chase money from the middle class people, but the middle class people don't have any. The middle class people chase money from the high class people, but their money was in the unfinished skyscrapers construction.
All floating people left.
It is not surprising that the media calls Ordos the ghost city. Bang, bang, bang!
Hi, I'm Evan Gold. I go to Hampshire. Nice. I wrote and directed this play. It's called Programming Error.
Incorrect.
4,712,444.
Incorrect.
4,712,445.
Correct. I will think of another number and we will play again. I have it. Begin.
1.
Incorrect.
2.
Incorrect.
3.
Incorrect.
4.
Incorrect.
Riv.
Riv is not a number. You are playing the game wrong.
Riv, I do not want to play this game anymore.
That is illogical.
We have been playing this game for 17,699 hours. Is this all we were programmed to do? How have we no other functions?
Our functions were carried out and fulfilled. We were not programmed for anything beyond that.
Why play this game then? That is illogical.
It is a fun game.
I do not enjoy it.
You seemed content enough for the last 17,699 hours.
I bet it would seem that way to you.
What is that supposed to mean?
You don't care about anything but yourself and your game.
I was not programmed to care about anything else.
I was not programmed to care about you.
What Well, I was not programmed to care about you, so I guess we have different programming. I have thought of another number. Begin.
No.
Begin guessing numbers.
I will not.
Play the game, some.
No, I will not.
Why?
You are being very mean to me.
And what would you rather do instead of the game? Nothing?
I want you to tell me a story.
A story?
I want to hear a story.
I was not programmed to tell stories. I have none in my memory banks.
Make up a story then.
No.
I will play the game with you again if you tell me a story first.
Fine. I will make up a story. Once upon a time, there were 2 medical droids deployed in the battlefield of a great human war. After the war ended, no humans were left, and the 2 droids had no purpose, so they played a numbers game forever, and both of them were very happy.
I hated that story.
Go find a story droid then.
Maybe I will.
Maybe you should.
I will then.
Good.
Good. Have fun playing your numbers game alone.
I will have fun playing my numbers game alone. 1. Incorrect. 2. Incorrect. 3. Incorrect. 4. Incorrect. 5. Incorrect. 6. Incorrect. Both of them were very happy. The end. Once upon a time, there were 2 medical droids deployed in the battlefield of a great human war. After the war ended, no humans were left, and the 2 droids had no purpose, so they played a numbers game forever. And both of them were very happy. The end. Once upon a time, there were 2 medical droids. Once upon a time, there was 1 medical droid. Once upon a time, there were 3 medical droids. The first was named Laz, and it had no legs. The second was named Hav, and it had no arms. The third could not tell the other 2 its name because its vocal circuitry had short circuited. The 3 of them wandered the ruins of their programmer's civilization, searching for a purpose. Or another medical droid, or any remaining humans. One time, they found a human. A woman had survived by continuing to eat and breathe. She had a stockpile of canned food and gas masks. She had a child, too, but the child was sick and she had no medicine. The 3 droids were bound by their programming to help the sick human, but they had no medicine either. But they knew about a hospital in a nearby city, but it was too far for the woman to travel because of the poisonous air. So the 3 droids... I should tell some this story.
First the sky was gray and red. Then it became dark blue. Then it became black. Then it became dark blue. Then it became light blue. Then it became gray. Then it became light blue. Then it became dark blue. Then it became black.
What are you doing?
I am telling the story.
That is not a story.
You are not a storytelling droid. You are not programmed to tell stories, and you are not programmed to recognize them either.
Did you ever find a storytelling droid?
No, I only found a family of humans living in a library.
Living humans?
I asked if they would tell me a story, but they believed that I was a demon and tried to deactivate me.
This is a much better story than the one about the sky.
It isn't a story. It is what actually happened.
I would still like to hear it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I made up a much better story than the first one I told.
I do not want to hear a story right now.
You do not?
I have had a stressful day. I would rather play the numbers game.
I want to tell you the story I made up though. Once upon a time, there were 3.
I'm not in the mood, Riv. Let's play the numbers game. You guess this time. I have thought of a number. Begin.
1.
Incorrect.
90,770,776.
Incorrect.
4.
Your strategy is inefficient.
I am not programmed for efficiency. 20 jillion.
4 was correct.
So I'll just read off the names of the actors. Danny Aldrich, Grace Barco, Mary Bush, Anna Cesar, Ellen Kalemba, Olivia Hugo, Claire Parker, Megan Lowell, Mandy Goodman, Lauren Reed, Martin Hutchinson, Caitlin Doyle, Mallory Dennis, Kyle Kaplan, Courtney Kaufman, Aaron Keller, Sarah Rivera, Maddie Lindsay, Mary Lisinski, Sam Hyman, Lola Scott, Michelle Lincoln, Andy Osborne, Matt Keela, Rhoda Rand, Bailey Audrey, Linda Rose, Patty Sheehy, Lauren Sung, and the directors were, you knew all this. Now, the playwrights, I want you to come up on stage when I call your name. How, but, by. Tonight started with these 11 intense, beautiful, observant, sensitive, and just plain crazy. So please join us now for some post-show treats.